Yo, what's up? In this video I'm going to show you how you can add the Neo reflection from the core pack. So as you can see here, we get this really nice looking reflection, and I'll just go ahead and show you how you can do it. It works on both the Fusion page and the edit page, but right now I'm just going to go ahead and go into the Fusion page, and then I can show you how I did it in there. So let's just delete this one, and then I can show you how I did it from scratch. So just shift and space, and then just type Neo reflection. And then we can just add it like this. And as you can see here, we got the drop distance. So this is pretty much just how far is it from the other one here. And then we can see we have the thing up here that says update resolution. And this is just if you have something like, I'll just copy this one and add it over here. You can see we don't get any reflection because this is another resolution than this one is. So if you click on update resolution, it updates and then we can see it clearly. So that's pretty cool. So I'll just go back onto this one here, and then we feel like we can drag up the offset a little bit more like that. And under that we can see we have the blur size. So this is just how blurred is it. We have the opacity, just how visible is it. Then we have the fall off, so we can just check on fall off only. So then we won't see any of this. This is pretty nice to do when we drag up the fall off like this, and then we can just drag up the softness after that, and then we get this really cool looking fall off, which makes it look quite a lot more realistic. You just have to remember to check off fall off only, so you get the blur on again. So I'll just see the media out, and then I'll see how it looks. Actually looks pretty cool. What we can also do, which is new in this, if you had the old version, you didn't have the option to do distortion. So I'll just enable distortion, and then once it's rendered, you can see we got this wavy kind of look, which can be pretty cool because you can make it look kind of like it's in a lake or in some water, which is really nice. Now I will just drag the opacity down just to make it look a little bit better, and you can of course check on lock blur. You can make the X size another than the Y size. So yeah, sometimes it looks a little bit better if you make the X size higher than the Y size of the blur. So the pitch is just, if you know the pitch in URL, this is just a way to change the perspective. So let me just go ahead and shut off all these glows so I can see it rendering a bit faster. So if I change the pitch now, you can see we play a little bit with the distortion. So as you can see, when we remove the pitch, it's just, I'm gonna say it's, if you know the DVE node, I'll just grab that DVE. If I change the Y, this one here, you can see we move it kind of this 3D way, and that's exactly what we do when we move the pitch here. So then when you drag the pitch up, you usually have to add a little bit more drop distance into it, but that's pretty much how it is. If we want to make this one wiggle a little bit, you can actually drag up the animation speed, and then if we look closely, you can see it animating a bit. And this is, I usually don't use this, but if you like to use it, you can of course use it. You have the option to use it. So that's just how I like to make my packs. Probably you won't use it, but maybe once in hundreds of projects you use it, and then it's just pretty nice to have the opportunity to do it. It doesn't really hurt anything to have it down here. So this was pretty much how you can use the Neo reflection. One thing more actually is if we got some text in the Fusion page, I'll just type reflection like this, and if I add the Neo reflection to it, just move it a little bit closer, you can see if I drag up the fall off distance, it begins looking really weird. So what you usually do is on this version, I'm on the tester version, I can see I don't have the effect mask, which is the blue mask. So I'll just, then when you have the blue mask, you can just grab a rectangle, for example, and move it like this, and just drag it like this, and then just add some soft edge. That's how you can do it when you do it on text and icons and stuff like that, because as I showed before, when you do it on the fall off distance, it ends up looking quite weird. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you already got the pack, thank you so much for buying the pack. You're literally the reason why I can continue updating the packs and making new packs. If you haven't already got it, there is a link down below if you are interested. Have a great day out there.